Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is 11:45 hours on January 29th, 2015, and today is all about epoxying the floor. What's up? I asked for Joe and William. I got 3 people and only one of them's the one I want.
No, we'll be out here on your Will. I was told to come out here.
Will's not coming.
He's here.
Okay, Mr. Bellatini, sir, since you wanted to come and hang out, take that.
I just want to see what's going on.
Okay, well, you're going to learn. All right, so this is the plan of attack. We're going to mask an edge and then epoxy from that to here. Because God is not without a sense of humor, there is in theory a school group coming through today at 1. They're making it? Okay. Despite half the schools in town being closed because of ice and that, they came. You made it. Do you know the division trick? He comes from Keizu. Have you ever taken the back way?
No.
Alright, in the event that the highway is a fucking death trap, as 131 this week, Keizu is the village of the damned, so yeah. If you're ever coming up and, dear God, I wish I wasn't on this highway, get off the highway. At any point, grab an exit, turn right. The road changes name 4 different times, but Division Street, downtown, the center of the city, if you get on Division and head south, you'll end up in Keizu, on Douglas. It's the same street. So anywhere you're stuck, usually you get off the highway, head north or east, and the first real road you come to is Division.
Okay.
It changes names 3 times. It depends on where you are, but it's Division all the way down. God knows how far north.
This way, Grand Rapids.
Yeah, but that's a thing I wanted to tell you last night, because that's the emergency route out. May or may not be plowed, but you can do 30 miles an hour, nobody cares. So, all right, I will now teach you the joys of Rust-Oleum epoxy. So come on in and get a piece of this.
I think.
Huh? Gather around. Gather around.
This part's important.
Yeah. Here's the instructions. Of the entire instructions, the only thing you care about is this chart. That is the gospel of time. With a lot of things like this, from epoxy to alginate to film, a million things in chemistry, heat makes things faster. Cold is bad, hot is bad. This is a Goldilocks chemical. 50 to 70 degrees is just right. I'm going to tell you this now, and you're going to fail at it, so just accept that. Do not get this on your skin or clothes. Once they're mixed, they begin a chemical reaction. One of these is the actual stuff, the other part is a catalyst. When they're separate, you can bathe in this stuff and still get it off. Once they're mixed, if you get this on your clothes, it's there forever. You will have to physically cut holes in your clothes to get it out.
Yeah.
Now that I've said that, by the end of the day, you will both have this on your clothes somewhere. Just accept this as fact and tell it. These are the sprinkles. Do not fuck with the sprinkles. They have a rather irrational affinity for sprinkles. I will teach you how. Have either of you ever lived on a farm with chickens? No. Okay. I will teach you how to feed chickens by the end of the day. That is the proper way of putting down sprinkles. Have I mentioned that this sticks to anything it touches and stays there forever? This applies to everything. So where we painted nice black on the walls, don't get it on the black on the walls. We will be edging. We don't want to get it on the stanchions, on the robot. That's why there's masking everywhere. So you have to be really, really careful with it. It's also time sensitive. Once you mix it, it starts setting up. You learned this lesson last night with that. We start out with water. Very quickly, we end up at peanut butter. Very quickly after that, it's too thick to work. The cool thing about this is when it's thin, it self-levels really, really well. Once it gets thick, it starts to lose that ability and you'll start seeing ripples in it, so be cognizant of that. So those are the fundamentals. I'm sure there's more I'm forgetting, but let us begin. Every box contains 2 gallons. Okay? Alpha, Bravo. The base is the stuff, well, here, I'll show you some. Let's take it. This, for reasons lost to antiquity, is called a church key. So this isn't the kind of church key I was taught. The kind of church key I was taught was the old school one that had a triangle end and a round end. Pick up the camera, somebody. All right. Before you take it out of the thing, you have to mix it in the thing a little bit, okay? You want to get the solids off the bottom, that's kind of a thing. Okay. Is this the old Bernie one?
Yeah, it's the dying one.
Okay, because I was like, I got
Where'd
Bernie.
the other bucket go?
I got Bernie smell.
That one's going to die mixing paint.
Yes,
Beside
yes, okay, I'm cool with that.
There's a third bucket that you spin out.
Yeah, the one with the black in it. This one will always mix a lot easier. Now you have all the time in the world to do this, so don't rush it fast. We got lots of batteries. When you come out, have like touching a catch bucket, pull it out, let it drip a little bit, then immediately into the bucket, down low, give it a spin, you're cool. Okay? That'll get about 90% of it right off. And then set that down. You usually can't do it in the bucket. Alright. By the way, enjoy the smell. The stuff we were working with yesterday has the smell of the residential grade. It's water-based. Smells awesome. I love it. I'm weird. This stuff smells like ass. I hate it. This is the commercial grade. So there's your activator. Now come here and hold that upside down. Get every single bit out. Okay. No, don't put your finger under the bottom. Hold it by the thing. God, kids. Alright. Space. Now they are by no means perfectly mixed coming out of these. So you get most of it. We've got enough out of this one. Now look in there and see if you've got sludge. Yeah, a little bit. All right, time is 11:54 hours. So we'll say noon, right? You put this in here. Now you want it turning that way because you want to pull it up. Okay. Drop that in and mix the hell out of it. Now, when you do this, you're going to create cavitation. See the airspace down in there? Right next to the shaft, you see there's a big bubble? Mm-hmm. So if you have your head right over the bucket, you just stop. Okay, if you go really high and just stop, you're going to get boop. You see the boop? Yeah, so be careful with that. see this is water thin right now, right? It won't be for long. All right, that's mixed enough. Set this in here, lay it down like that. Now, the lids go on those, they go in the trash. I use the old box as a way to handle those. So just pick them right up, put them in the old box. That'll go in the big trash can, which Batman will be preparing now. All right, we begin with edging. So grab a couple 2 or 3 inch paintbrushes. Give me a couple of paintbrushes real quick. And we're going to take this, we're going to go over there, we're going to start at the door and work our way around the back. You're going to paint a stripe about that wide. That's all you need, okay? Put it on ridiculously thick, okay? This is not a pretty, you don't have to worry about drips or runs or painting a fucking floor. Okay, so you just put it on thick, it'll level itself out. This, when we paint this, it isn't brushing on like you would a wall. This is, you want to get a really thick coating on, and you push that coating around. It'll level itself out. This is more of a floating type setup.
There's no second coat.
There is no second coat. There is no second chance, because the minute after we get a coat on an area, and you'll learn this as we go, we put the sprinkles down as we go. So we actually paint the room about 5 feet at a time, and it happens very, very fast. But what we're doing is much closer to if we took the bucket, poured it on the floor, and mopped it around than what you would use for like painting a wall. Also, Batman's a dick. All right, gentlemen, let's go.
Jerry will be back any minute with gloves.
Cool.
Because Batman doesn't love you.
Now, in the world of painting like a wall, when you paint a wall, you usually brush it about that far, smack it against the side. People that do this are pussies, okay? Real guys do it like that, smack it against the side. And then you paint the wall. You would do something like this. We're gonna go up about that far, okay? And that's how you paint a wall. Fuck that noise. Moose, give me a red Solo cup. Because I'm going to show you how to edge like a badass. For this, just grab a wad, spin it so you control your drip. See how it's way thicker all of a sudden? And you're just pushing that wet edge. Okay.
She has loose gloves.
Oh, Moose, you know the black gloves I use?
Yes.
Order me like 3 boxes.
I told you Batman doesn't love you. He gave me a supply request for them. I ordered them the day that he sent them to me, and he ordered them from China.
There's a little tiny bug right here.
I didn't pay attention.
You're fucked.
I was just like, oh hey,
Bye,
those are
bud.
the gloves.
So you get these for today.
These suck.
The other ones will be here February 3rd.
February 3rd.
We have a whole box of them. When you
All
run
right.
out, get
Can I have a red Solo cup?
Jerry's bringing them over.
Okay.
When your gloves get too gross, grab them.
By the way, before you take your gloves off, see me and I will show you how to properly take gloves off. There is a little method to it that'll make your world better.
I think he needs to see you, but
Now, when you have little cracks like along the edge here, flood the cracks. You're not going to fill the crack, but what you're going to do is seal the bottom of the crack, and when I come along behind you with the thing, it'll hold. Thank you. And a piece of cardboard. Yep. Okay. Now, this is my system for edging with epoxy. Your mileage may vary. Now you want to really try not to paint the wall. A little bit isn't a big deal. But you want to just barely get it down that crack. Okay? So you want to have just enough to get it down into the crack along the edge of the room. And the epoxy will go down the crack, and that's okay. Now you may think, oh my God, I'm putting on way too much. You're really not. Because I'm going to come along behind you, slide the bucket down, and I'll clean up a lot of this. And you don't need to go out nearly as far into the room as I'm getting with this. Okay, really one brush width is totally cool because I can do a lot with a ruler.
Which roller do you want to start with?
I'm going to start with the big one.
Okay.
Really fluffy.
No, give me the 3/8 snap. I want to start with the little one that I know.
Thank you. We're getting that ready.
Okay. And if you do it like this, you can go wicked fast on a wall. I'm sure this goes against everything they tell you in the instruction book, but it matters a lot more to me that this floor lasts a long time than that we use than that we skimp on epoxy. I got way more epoxy than we're going to need for this floor. We have plenty. So spend the money, do it right, because I want this floor to last for the next 30 years up with the level of abuse that we put on. Okay? You just hit a groove. Once you hit your groove, you're cool. And really, you're using the paintbrush more like a mop, right? You'll notice you haven't seen me like brushing gently little bullshit stuff. I'm just mopping this right in.
Dripping out of the bucket doesn't matter.
Yeah, because we're going to paint the damn floor anyway. You want to not drip on the floor wherever possible.
Right.
And see, I went up the wall a little bit there. Oh my God! Whatever will we do? Suck it. It'll be fine. All right, slide that part down. And if we really do something stupid, we can paint over this on the wall with the regular black paint and it'll be okay. Oh my God, we've hit a crack. How do we handle cracks? You know how we handle cracks? We flood that shit right in there, just like we do everywhere else. This is my art, and it is vicious. All right, you've got the basics. There's your brush, there's your cup. You two do exactly that and just keep trucking right on down. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Are you good?
Yeah,
Are you actually recording?
I'm actually recording.
Okay. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to the Geek Group. It's time for viewer mail. By the way, you'll notice there isn't any blog footage of us painting the floor. So, one of the cool things about the commercial series of Industrial Epoxy Shield is that it only comes in two colors. It's really simple. It comes in gray, it comes in tan. The tan is ugly, we use the gray. This is the way it is, this is the way it always has been, this is the way it has been done since the beginning of time. It would appear that Rust-Oleum, being the awesome company they are, has dramatically increased their product line. Now, you can even get it in red and 2 shades of gray. You can get it in the dark gray, which is the gray that we use, and you can get it in the silver gray, which is the gray that we got. As anybody who paints will tell you, it's a pretty common thing that when you put the paint on, it's a slightly different color than what it will be when it dries. Our ink blue is a really, really great example of that. The black around the trim in the MDH, when you put the black on, it actually looks like a really dark purple. So we're going like, oh, look quite right. It'll get darker as it dries. Because from dark gray to silver gray, it's subtle, but it's different. And I'm doing like, that ain't right. That ain't right. So we check the box. And then silver gray. Okay, well, silver gray. That looks silver gray. Okay, cool. We're doing a thing. And we check one of the old boxes, and we go look at the old box, and the old box says dark gray, and look at the new box says silver gray, and I look at it and fuck! So we have 40 gallons of the wrong goddamn epoxy, but that's not the problem! The problem is that there's a schedule. So we have to shut the entire room down, we have to move all the shit to the side, we have to sand the floor, we have to pressure wash the floor, and then we coat the floor. So this is what we get to do. First, we have to wait for the new epoxy to get here. Okay, that could take a week or so. And then we have to sand that whole area floor again, and then because you can't just put epoxy down over epoxy, it won't stick, it's smooth, it won't work, you have to scuff it. So we have to sand the epoxy off, and then we have to pressure wash all the dust that we've created, and we can't just pressure wash there, we have to actually pressure wash. We might tent that when we sand it. That's a good idea, because it's just that one narrow swath. So we'll put a big tent down so that we don't have to pressure wash the whole room, we'll contain the dust right there. Just a lot of Visqueen. Cool blasting through a whole roll of Visqueen because it saves us blasting through a whole day.
Wear booties.
Everybody gets to wear booties. So we'll sand that, we'll pressure wash just in there, and then we'll recoat the floor, and it'll be good. But this is going to blow everything back by a fucking week, so it's really going to suck. So, that's why there's no blog footage of painting today. But we got viewer mail, so let's do viewer mail at 14:08 hours. I got a box here. Batman, it's got your name on it.
Well, look what it's from.
Huh?
It says woof woof.
It's from Woof Woof.
Open it carefully.
Dogs.
Why? It might have a puppy in it?
Or it might be a really bad gag.
Just dog poop.
There's no note. But it's the Master Craftsman version of Poopery.
That's Master Craftsman.
Master Craftsman version. I think they're, with Woof Woof, I think what that means is you, sir, shit like a big dog. Batman's doing those Great Dane grinders. So, you want to check it out? There we go. Throw a monkey wrench into bathroom stench. Includes 1 2-ounce of heavy duty, with 2 O's, and 1 2-ounce of plutonium before you go toilet sprays. Up to 100 uses per bottle, or 30 for Batman. Made with our proprietary blend of natural essential oils that create a barrier to bathroom odors.
The plutonium.
Direction for use on bottles inside. This is Batman. This is serious shit.
Boo.
Do I need like a holster for it now?
This one is to me from Grizzly Industrial, and it's like to me. It's not to
It's something
viewer.
we ordered. Should be a shaft.
Driver roller shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is a part for the thing.
Sander.
Okay. Here you go. That's a sander part. That's a thing we would. Very big but very light box.
It's got blown up balloons in it.
The viewer mail. Sometimes I do it backwards just to see if they're watching. Is there anything in here? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, all of this box. The fuck?
Was it Amazon?
Those are on the Amazon wish list, so.
There's no note or anything. I don't know who sent it. It's very nice.
Yeah, I put it like 12 of those
Here.
wish lists.
It's made of tungsten.
Ah.
Because W.
Yeah, I wish I could made out of tungsten. They never-
I have no idea who sent that. But, in the continuing deep thanks for the guys who busted ass pressure washing yesterday so that we could put on the wrong fucking color of epoxy, I give you gummy bears to everyone. If you get gummy bears too, you help. Okay. Gummy bears. And you, sir, get extra gummy bears because fun. Okay. Gummy bears for me. Gummy bears for these people because we love everybody. Alright. That's viewer mail for today. We're going to be cleaning and schlepping shit because we can't epoxy today and we didn't really have a plan B because we put a week's work into plan A. You guys have fun. We'll be back after this. I don't know what the hell's going on, so just hang in there and roll with it.